If you're watching me babbling in a microphone, you probably already know. But Francis Ngannou knocked out Stipe Miocic. That surprised me. I had Miocic. The betting lines were Ngannou was favored. Oh my God, did he look good. When he stuffed that takedown, ooh, that made it an interesting ball game. But yeah, Ngannou is the new baddest man on the planet, and he looks like the baddest man on the planet. My God. That dude is the closest thing to Mike Tyson since we've seen Mike Tyson. My God. Now the world wants to see the big one. John Jones versus Francis Ngannou. Book it. I'm on board. I'm on board. Are you kidding me? Now, Jones wants paid. I think you should pay the guy. He's the greatest of all time. But there is the thing. He's not even in the top 5 for most pay-per-views sold or most pay-per-views watched. So that begs the question. How much do you pay him? How much does he want? We don't know these things. We shouldn't know these things either. I think it should be a fighter pay should be confidential, but that's the biggest fight they can make right now. Bigger than a Conor fight, bigger than a double champ, stupid fights. I think that's the one you go with. Option 2, Derek Lewis. I think fans would be way more excited about a Francis Ngannou, Derek Lewis heavyweight title fight if their first one, if they weren't as cautious in the first one. I mean, when the fans get out their cell phones and their cell phone flashlights and start swaying them back and forth like a music concert, you know the fight's not going that good. It just wasn't. Built it up as two behemoths, both knockout power, gonna do battle. It wasn't that, unfortunately. Would it be the second round? Would it be the second time around? Maybe. But I think that's why this isn't at the forefront. Even though Derek Lewis did win, he did win by decision. But that's what's going to prevent that fight from happening off the bat if they get the Jones situation worked out. So second option, Derek Lewis. Third is the Miocic trilogy, of course. And something that's quite interesting that's been going on with that, if they made that fight, Miocic and Ngannou 3, that means Stipe has fought 2 guys in 3 years. And it's not from inactivity. That's 2 trilogies. That's a lot for a guy. That would be hard to do, to fight the same 2 guys over and over and over and over again over a span of 3 years. And that would be if they made the fight this year. Who knows how long. I know Miocic wants a break. I think he deserves one too, but he's having the family. But you make that fight, that's a lot of, how do you say it? You're not moving forward with a lot. You're kind of stuck in that same place. And I don't want to make that sound bad, because I'm not trying to make that come off as a bad situation. It's very unique to see a guy fend off 2 challengers. Well, it wouldn't be the challenger. Stipe would be the new challenger. But to fight 2 guys in 3 years over and over and over again, I think Jones is the fight to make. And props to Jones for leaving 205, preparing for this heavyweight. I know people are frustrated, as kind of I am too, that he's been inactive, but that's just being a greedy fan, I guess. But at least he let that 205 move on. We've seen a new champion, and we've seen that new champion defend that belt against Adesanya. So I think that's great. I tip my hat to Jones for leaving it and focusing on the transition to heavyweight. Now just pay him. I see a lot of stuff on Twitter that he's scared. I don't think he's scared. If we're really asking ourselves, is he scared? No, I don't think so. But I think that's the big fight to make. Will they make it? That's the thing about mixed martial arts and even boxing. It's not like other sports. You don't have a set schedule. You're not going to see the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics and you know it's 3 months away. You don't know. And these guys can negotiate for themselves. Nothing is set in stone. That's sort of the beauty of this, but it's also one of the most frustrating parts of this. is that both parties have to come together to figure out this deal, and I hope they do for everyone involved. I think it makes good money. I think it's the biggest fight you can make. Do I think? How exciting of a fight will it be? I don't know. If Ngannou comes out a swing and knocks him out, bam, that's exciting. But if it goes Jones's way, he's probably going to drag this out. He's not stupid. He's the greatest of all time, in my opinion. I want to see that fight. I'm on board. Book it. What are you waiting for? Pay him. Book it.